Good morning, everyone. I'm here with another coffee and a card. Sans coffee. I just got my water this morning. Sorry, I hit it right on the nose today. Had to get Oakley to finish his business outside. You're going to hear him in the background just a moment because he's wanting more attention right now. It's okay, baby. So we are going to do a little catch up on some things that are happening in Stampin' Up, and then we will put together a paper pumpkin for the month of May. It's Sparkling Celebrations. I'm looking forward to putting that together. I'm Diane Alberts. I am currently in Naples, Florida, only for about another 10 more days, and I'll be heading back to Troy, Michigan. So I'm a snowbird, and I'm loving every minute of both climates. Get the best of both worlds right now. So let's flip it over, and I will let you see what we have today. Let's see. Hopefully I've got the cradle in the right spot today. Pretty darn close. We'll come down a little lower. There we go. All right, I opened it already. I sometimes don't open it, but I was curious to know what color ink was in here today. So this is the Sparkling Celebrations Paper Pumpkin Kit for May. It's Misty Moonlight, and of course I have the full pack, so I'm not going to open this one up. I'm going to save that for somebody who might not have Misty Moonlight. And then we have a stamp set. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well, but I can show you how you're going to see it in a second. It has fireworks in it, I think 3 sentiments, and it looks like, I think it's confetti. Let's open this up and see here. So I did not open it up all the way. I just technically wanted to see what color the ink was. Every month, it's a subscription-based product where you get, hi Edie, you get the paper pumpkin comes in the mail to your mailbox. It comes all wrapped up in a beautiful piece of tissue. And once the tissue comes out, you get a surprise. And my surprise was Sparkling Celebrations. We had a little bit of a clue, but I really do, I don't know, it's silly. It's like kind of a surprise every month inside. If you don't cheat and look ahead, people get it in advance, which I don't, because I like to see what happens. So let's open this up. And then it gives me new ideas, and woo, there we go. Let's see here. Let's get everything straightened out again. Okay, so we got our stamp pad. To show you how the stamps are is what I was trying to get to. They have now switched over and put the sentiments right here. So, well, it goes like this. So they match up. So we have, I guess I thought that was fireworks, but it's actually trees, like a bush. We have time to celebrate. You are invited, wishing you happiness. Those are little fireworks, and then a big one of those other kind of fireworks. And what's nice is it matches up right here. And something special about our new packaging now, I do have one here. I'm going to show you. We sell these separately, and I'm going to be transferring over all of my paper pumpkins into here. Let me show you. I might turn it around the other way. I think I'm going to do that. The reason I'm doing this is so that the heavy ink will go to the bottom part. But I'll probably end up, I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So that way everything is down here at the bottom, and it doesn't quite match up. Let's flip it around now. And that way it matches up to the stamp set. Fits perfectly in there. I can categorize and keep all my leftover pieces in here and know where my stamp set is. So one of the things I'll probably do, and I'm going to show you right now, look at, we even get tear and tape in here, but I have a little bit of tear and tape. I did. Did I use it up last night? I might have used it all up last night. There it is. I have a little bit left over. Let me show you what I'm going to do. A little sidebar here. I'm going to take one of my inserts there and put it away. Excuse me, can you hear me? Yes, these are great for traveling. In fact, I had a friend whose husband here had surgery, and it was the perfect thing you can do to give somebody something to do at the hospital. I know you've done that before, Jennifer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let me get the stamp set, and I'm going to take a little bit of tear and tape, and you're getting tear and tape, but I'm going to use this up first because this is getting low. And I'm just going to run, excuse me, I need some water. 3 little strips down the back of the heavy carrier casing here. It's the thicker window sheet. I'm going to do that. And then I love my Take Your Pick tool. This is the one tool I say with scissors, and you should have, in addition to a piercing mat and a silicone mat, there's a few little extras that are just make your crafting a lot easier. If you need any ideas on what to get to make your paper pumpkin crafting any easier, let me know. So now I'm going to take that particular stamp set. I'm going to flip it over so it matches. Sure it is. Let's see, it goes like that. Uh-oh, I got it upside down here. I should have done it the other way. Okay, let's do the other one. So I might have done it backwards here. I've not done this before. Let's go ahead and put it on the thin sheet first. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I do it in my, let me show you what I do normally. And I'm just thinking now, I don't do it both ways. So in a regular stamp case, I have where I stamp the stamp onto one side, but this is not a folding carrier case. And then I had one attached there and one attached there. So we'll have to maybe figure something out different here. May have to change it. So let's try this clear one first. The thin one. They're all both clear, excuse me. This is my first time doing this, but I like the new way, and I bought the cases so I could do this. We sell them on Stampin' Up. So I'm going to take the thinner sheet and put it over the printed pieces, just like that. And now I'm going to have to get all that off of here, which what's nice is it can roll right off. So it's kind of a waste, but that's all right. We've got lots of adhesive. If you're a crafter, you've got lots of adhesive. I'm not even sure. I'm going to make sure my volume is down. I'm hard to see it on my phone while I'm filming. I'm going to see if I can get onto my website here, or my business page. There I am. Let's see if we can find the chat. There they are. Oh, good morning. Oh, good idea, Edie, taking yours to North Carolina. That's a great idea, especially if it's a rainy day. Today's actually a really hot day. All right, let's try this again. Now we're going to place this against here, and it will be all lined up correctly. And now it's protected. So my mistake was, on the other one, I always start on my heavier window sheet first. And now this will slide right in here, and I'll probably flip it over, have it toward the bottom, and then when I flip through them, I will know what, and so previously I was using, do I have any on the table? Yes. I keep my chamois in it. Previously I was using these cases, and then I would printing out the liners. I don't have one here, but look at the difference in the size and how I can keep everything so nice and neat. So as much as I love all the ones I've done like this, I'm not changing them over because they're wonderful the way they are, but I'm going to start transitioning to these packages and have all my stuff in there. So there we go. So now your stamp set is right there and ready to go. So let's open up and see. Gosh, it seems dark in here today. Let's see. We've got Sparkling Celebrations, and we have if you've never seen before, we have our instructions are all printed with limited verbiage, more of photos. So you need to look at the pictures and say, oh, there's that tear-in tape. I'm going to run a strip along here. You'll see little pieces of, let me grab the rest, rectangle, or not rectangle, you'll see little circles, that'll be the embellishments, and you'll see little hexagons, which are our Stampin' Dimensionals. And then you will see pictures of items like die cuts to attach to your card. So we'll get started. We have 3 different cards to do. I'm going to flip this down. That's the overview page. Let me flip it back. There's the overview page. And then the very back page, back where we have the stamp set that I've adhered now, it gives you an overview of all the parts that you have. Now, I don't have to cut down any sheets. I don't have to go and print the case. I used to have to print out case carriers and trim them down for this. This is so much more convenient. And it's escaping me now. I don't recall. I got like 10 of these in a package. I don't recall the price right now, guys. I'd be digging up a price, and I don't know. Jennifer's always good on that. If she's available, she could look those up. But I think these are our new packaging. They're just nice plastic cases that tuck right in. And they're going to be so much more convenient for space saving, because we're all looking at ways to save. Oh, yeah. You don't have to cut down the sheets now. It's all, they've switched. This is brand new. Probably in the last maybe 2 months, maybe 3. I don't think so. I don't recall right now. I know I was waiting to get more of the packages in. I had put it in my last order. So, and then I can show you this month. So, yeah, they're just called package sleeves, I think. So anyhow, on the back, with my, this sounds so silly. This is my favorite part. Is they list very smallly, used to be bigger, is the coordinating colors. So in this particular set, I know it's silly, but I like to see what colors coordinate. So it is Blackberry Bliss, Coastal Cabana, oh, I didn't know that, Daffodil Delight, Hydrangea Hue, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, Black and Silver. Pretty cool. That's quite a different palette. I love it. And then it tells you the things that you should have gotten in your kit. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's show you what we got here. This has got some deep colors like the summer nights. These are the envelopes. Aren't those cool? Love it. And on these darker ones, you can always put a white label on if you'd like. You know, those little Avery labels. I'm going to set those aside. We don't need those right now. We have, it makes 9 different cards. So we've got 3 of these, I think. I'm wondering which way it goes. Let me see here. I think it goes with them here and going up. So have you ever lit one of those, what do they call them, something lanterns? $16 for 10 of them. Thank you, Jennifer. You're like on it like white on rice. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer. And then we have the die cuts. Sometimes I just die cut them out right away. I can usually get all 3 of them out. These are big and easy. If you have something more delicate, I would not do this right away like I'm doing now. So now I have 3 of the fireworks for when I put together. Set those in a pile. And I got 3 lampposts and 3 other types of fireworks. And there, and let's get the lampposts out real gently. And whoops, 1, 2, and 3 of those. And so now this can become garbage. So we're gonna toss that out. We had the Edison lights. This reminds me of my daughter. She put Edison lights all along her fence at her home. So we'll take one of those out. Set those over there. Ooh, we have a window pane. I'm gonna wait to open this. I can pop out all these parts, but we're gonna wait till we do that one. And then, ooh, look at the stars, guys. I love it. All right, so you get 9 cards today. The subscription costs for per month is $29 plus tax and shipping, and it's delivered. You can order it once per month and just have it ongoing. It will bill you until you decide to stop it. You can do 3-month increments, and I think you can do 9 and 12 months if I'm correct. Then we have, and my favorite thing to do, another tip is to have a piercing mat. These are like $5. And they're giving you the cushion for the photopolymer. I'm actually going to use my silicone on top of it so that you can see the labels. So we're going to do that in a few minutes. Oh, and look at all these. So I'm not going to punch these out right now. We'll punch them out as needed. So, and then it always has like a piece of cardboard. You could use that as your cushion. I don't find it as much give as the piercing mat. What does my dog have right now? Oh, good. He has his own bone. All right. I heard him clunking on something. I thought, you better not be chewing on something you shouldn't be, like a remote or something. All right. Let's get started. So let's get our directions out. And there's the window. Cool. All right. We're going to start with our Edison lights. So let's put that right there. I'm going to grab my Edison lights. It's going to be the one with the Edison lights on it. So this is a landscape, landscape position for the card, the orientation. Use my bone folder. Gives me a really crisp burnish there on the fold. And now it wants me to take these bushes here. Okay, we're going to add bushes here. Looks like, I got to hold this up over here for a second. The lighting is not good right here. Okay, yep, we're going to do bushes, and then you're invited. Invited to a party. Very fun. So let's go ahead and get our stamps off the back of here. So I'm going to take this bush And I need that one. And I'm gonna grab my block. The first time you get a Stampin' Paper Pumpkin, it will come with a block for you. Every time after that, they just want you to use the same one. And then we're gonna use the word, "You're invited." And we'll get that one out and ready to go. Okay, let's go back to our pictures. We're going to ink this up. Now, the first time I ink something up, again, I like to make sure it's giving full coverage. And that's pretty good so far, but I'm gonna clean it just to get any kind of factory residue off of the stamp. So I'm gonna clean it off here. And I need to clean my blocks off. Looks like there's a little bit of adhesive in there. I don't have any of my little cute little, I use alcohol pads to wipe them off because it's kind of dirty here. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to stamp on the card. And I'm gonna open the card back up again. And it looks like they put 4 of these across the bottom. So 1, I'll start off with just a little bit. I'm gonna go down a little bit further to the bottom here. I didn't quite make the bottom on that one. 2, 3, and this one will come off a little bit, overlap. And then I'm just gonna go back in and take this on the bottom and kind of fill in that spot that I missed. There we go. See? There we go. So I'm gonna grab my chamois and clean that off. So those are the trees that look like in the night. You don't really see the green, you see the night. All right. Set that aside. I'm gonna put that to my right. And we're gonna take that same block and we are going to grab You're Invited. Gonna mount that onto my block. And we're gonna need a label that's just rectangular. Let me make sure. Oh, it has a little bit of an edge on it. Let me show you. See how it has a little bit of a, looks like a shelf ledge here, I think. Let me just pull this up again. Nope, that's the arrow one. Boy, I'm telling you, I need new glasses. I can't wait to get back to Michigan so I can go see my optometrist. I go to both, but she's one and the same to get my eyes checked again. So You're Invited. Again, make sure it did pretty good the first time, so I'm gonna go with it. I don't have to clean this one off. And I'm gonna have the banner arrow going to the right, and I'm gonna stamp real carefully in the center. Oh, that's true. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, if you become a demonstrator, you get your discount on that. And it starts at 20%, and then as you move along, after you've been in for a while, it goes up to 25%. And we're actually having a joint special for all the in colors. Do not have the in colors on my table right now. I was all cleaned up from my club last night, so there's only a few things on here, just because I was ready for today. All right, let's see. We're going to need a light post, and we're going to need some tear and tape. So we're going to put tear and tape on the back of the You're Invited. I'm just using up what I have first before I go into the new one. Might as well use this one up. I don't have as many going on. So we've got that. Let's put that aside for just a moment. We're going to also put that same tear and tape on one of the light posts. So here's the light post. Put that, it just barely fits if you get it. Take your time. Get that right on there. Okay. And what's nice is when you peel this off, you can roll it onto itself, but I think I got it on pretty good. And then let me pull this up here one more time. And I need some light bulbs that need dimensionals. Okay, so it looks like we need 1 big light bulb and 2 small light bulbs. So it's really cool is that you, we have Greenfield Village in Michigan, which is in Dearborn. Have you ever been there to see all the stuff about Thomas Edison? And what's really cool, and we have not been here yet, Edison had a summer place down here in Naples, Florida. And Joe and I have not gone to see that yet. And we've heard it's supposed to be really nice. And we're planning to do that. We were just talking about that the other day. They usually do holiday events at the place. And Henry Ford used to come down here too. Little tidbit. So Naples is a fun place to be. I'm going to put the small, we were having problems with these last night. These little tiny ones, you got to get them right on the bulb. These little dimensionals. And then we're going to put a dimensional on the bulb. And then it wants me to put a little strip of Terran tape right on the base of that light bulb. Okay, let's get that off of here. Now, a lot of times people don't make these kits as is. For instance, my friend Jennifer here, she has taken the pieces and made some really cool scrapbook pages. Really a good idea. I have not done that yet. I usually make all my cards exactly how they are the first time. And then with extra boxes, I usually either sell them to people because I have extras and somebody might have missed this on their subscription. Maybe for instance, maybe their credit card got denied because it was at the, you know how when they expire and you haven't uploaded onto the internet all the different things that all the times when it's like, I needed to go in there at my auto pays. Has that happened to you guys? It happens to me before. So, got to go in and put in the new card. You got to activate your new cards when they expire. And this is going to go right about here. And then we're going to add our little light bulbs on. I got to pull this up closer to see how I put those on. Okay, so they got the big one kind of going off here and then the two little ones. So let's put the big one on first. Oh, wait a minute. I think this little one goes on first. Okay, let's put that on. And it's going to go like this. And then the next one is going to come down next to it. Like that. And then the big one is going to hang off of that. And we got to peel that little piece off. The backing off the stickiness. Come on. And then the backing off of our dimensional. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. And then this big one will go just like this, where it's coming down and kind of touching the invitation there. All right, and I don't think they asked us to put any kind of, you would see little round sparkles to put on the embellishments. Where did they go? They were right here 2 seconds ago. No, I tossed them somewhere and I don't know where, oh, right here. And they don't want you to put those on. They've given you 12 of them, so we're gonna hold on to those, okay? So now is a cute little invitation. I gotta give these to Marissa so she can invite some friends over to sit in her backyard and have a lot of fun. So Marissa, guess what you're getting if you're watching this? My children do tend to watch me. So Marissa, I'll make these for you and put them in your box of what I'm bringing home because I think these would be really cute for you to send an invitation out and have a little friend night over at your backyard for the summer. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, let's move on to the next card. Ooh, fireworks. Okay. So there might be some fireworks on Memorial Day. I don't know if anybody goes to those, but we need the time to celebrate. So we're going to find the time to celebrate, which is on the back of here. Not anymore. Where did the carrier sheet go? Oh, where did I put it? Right here. No, right here. So we need time to celebrate. And I'm going to make sure I clean that off. Put that one over here. Set that down to rest. And we're going to need the firework kind of shape or scalloped, star scalloped circle. And we're going to stamp time to celebrate in there with our Misty Moonlight ink. Is everybody getting excited for Memorial weekend here? Lots of traveling and fun things to do. I'm just going to sit and enjoy the relaxing time I have left here. Probably head to the pool. float around. I need to get a new flotation device. My flotation device is starting to sink. It's was left over from the people we bought the condo from, and they're pretty old, but they work, but I'm kind of starting to sink more and more as time goes on. They've lived their years. I need to go. I saw that Costco had some big ones. I don't think I want that big of one, though. Yep, that's in July. Yep. 250 years. I agree. It's going to be quite the celebration. You could send these out and have a little party yourself at your place. Another type of invitation. So time to celebrate. This is going to be in the portrait orientation. We need to put some tear and tape on the back. Ouch, Oakley, you stepped on my foot. If I can find the edge here. Sometimes you can find it fast, sometimes you can't. There it is. And I'm going to put a little bit of tape here. And then it wants me to put a lot of dimensionals on the back of all these other parts. So let's grab this one here. And I'm going to grab my dimensionals. Grab a whole bunch of them here. Put a few here and here. And in the corners, get those corners so they stand up nicely. Come on. These are very little when you have your nails. They stick to your nails here. Come on, get off. There we go. And put one up there. That should be enough on there. And then the big fireworks, you're gonna put a bunch on there as well. So I kind of start like corners first, and then I fill in like spaces. They don't use as many, but I don't like it to sag in the middle. So I'm gonna be probably more generous with mine. If I was thinking about it, but I'm showing you how to make these as is, I would probably use my larger ones because I have lots of different dimensionals here because I craft frequently, like every day. So I probably would have used those because it's going to take a while to get all those off the back, but that's all right. I'm going to do it. This is how I would do it. And I'm going to put two over here. That pretty much will cover it. And if I run out, I actually have extras, so you'll have to figure out. So one of the things you can do is you can take your pick tool and pull those off like this. Just kind of flick up. I can only do a few at a time though, because but that's the fast way to do it. You have to make sure they were pressed down all the way. See, I can only get like 3 or 4. Pop. You push down and up, and sometimes they don't get on there. Just blow them away. There we go. Come over here. Feel if they've already been taken off. I can't get usually more. I think those are, that one isn't done. You can tell because they're sticky or not. Okay. There we go. So we have that ready to go. Set that there. I did not pop these off. Let's go ahead and push them down first. Pop them off. There we go. And am I missing anything else? Oh yes, those three little, we're gonna take 3 of these sparkly ones. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to put, they want 1. I'm gonna probably put 2 or 3 on the back of them. Let's see here. I don't think 1 would be enough. I'll at least put 2 on these. There we go, yep. And if you run out, you know where you can get more, is you can get them from my Stampin' Up! Store, or, but I don't like it to sag. You know, who wants a card that sags? All right, now we need to figure out how to put this card together. So we've stamped the sentiment. We've added all of our adhesives. We're going to take on the portrait side, we're going to take this one and put it to the top. We're going to take this one and have it come off to the side here, lining it up. We're going to put this right, we got this going here. It's supposed to go on here flat. We're going to have to tuck this underneath. I would have probably put this one on first because it's not going to stick. They have it underneath. And now because I put extras on, it's not going to fit as well. Let's see if I can, if I didn't push too hard yet, I might be able to pop this up. I might have pushed too hard. Nope, I've got a few moments here. I'm pulling this off gently. We're going to alter this one just a tad. Because I did all the extra dimensionals, they wanted you to tuck this underneath. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to slide it and do it down here like that. Change the position of it. Time to celebrate. There we go. And then we're going to take all these and scatter them. But this would be good for somebody who just graduated. Maybe somebody who just got engaged. Just something fun, or any other kind of, maybe got a new job. I'm trying to figure out where the last one goes here. 1, 2, and it goes up here. 3. There we go. Time to celebrate. And then you have a spot. Very fun. Okay, let me put those in a pile over here. And that's card number 2. Where did I put card number 1? Put it right there. Card number 3 is using those lanterns. I don't know. What is the exact name of those lanterns? Does anybody know? I forget. We did them for when my uncle passed away over the lake. Oh, they have a name. I don't remember. Anybody know? Save me the time to Google it. So we are going to, actually we're going to do that. We're going to do the bush again. I don't see how that works, though. All right, well, let's go ahead and grab this right now. I'm not sure why that goes on there. This is the window. And we're going to pop out the little pieces. I'm going to do this really gently. That's why I did them one by one. Oh. They're little heat. Are they heat lamp? No, they're, what are the names? It's going to drive me bananas. And I've got my Siri on Do Not Disturb now because inevitably somebody always calls me during my coffee and a card. So look where you send things up to heaven. I don't know. And then I'm going to take this gently and kind of see if it, does it have a score line? Yeah, it does have a score line. I'm going to bend the window open here, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to crease it down and then back, and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to carefully crease it. This is where your bone folder comes in really good. And then you just gently push it back. Okay, so we have that. And then this is going to attach as if you're looking out the window and watching all these float to the sky. So we're going to take and put tear and tape all around the outer perimeter of this. So we're going to go all 4 sides. This one's going to run out, I know it. Like I said, I've been using it a lot lately. Yeah, maybe I'll make it all the way around. Let's see, we're going to have to go here. And it's a little too narrow at the top there. Can I make it the last line all the way? Yes, I am. I made it. Well, like I said, these go longer than you think. So getting toward the end, but I keep using it. So I'm going to press that down. And I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and pull up all the backings. And we're going to adhere this to the front of the card again in the portrait position. Anybody come up with the name of these yet? I'm going to have to go Google it and then write you back here on the comments. Gosh darn. You know, it's right on the tip of your tongue, but you can't think of it. Okay, so now I have all my glue around the window pane opening. And now I'm going to carefully, I'm going to stand up. Watch out, Oak. I'm Oakley likes to sit right under my feet. I gotta stand up to do this so I can see all the way to the top. Make sure I get it all lined up beautifully. And I did. Isn't that pretty? Okay. There we go. And now we're going to grab the sentiment, which is the last sentiment that we have. It says, wishing you happiness. So wishing you happiness. Let me grab my block, make sure that's clean. No, I put this on a diagonal. Boy, is that dirty. You know what? I have one wipe left. I'm gonna make sure, now I can throw this away. I'm gonna save this outer part, throw the garbage away. I've got another refill that I'm gonna work on, but I know I have a little bit of blue on my fingers. And I'm also gonna take this block and I'm gonna clean it off a little bit because I see there's some, yeah, look at all that blue on there. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside. And I'm gonna just dry that on my skirt. And I'm gonna put this on an angle. And then I'm gonna have wishing you, I didn't get that quite on right. Wishing you happiness. And that's gonna go on to this one here. And we're gonna pull in my piercing mat. I'm gonna put it on here. Now, does it go with the, looks like a mantelpiece to me. Oh, shucks, I just dropped something. Let's go ahead and look here. Oops, Diane. Yeah, it goes to, it's like your window ledge. So I was correct. And let's grab the Misty Moonlight ink again. Lanterns, floating lanterns, Edie. Floating water paper lanterns. Yes. Oh my gosh. I told you it was on the tip of my tongue. Thank you, Edie. Oh my gosh. That would have been driving me bananas until I could look it up after we're done here. So wishing you happiness. Thank you very much, Edie. Or lotus lanterns. I don't know if I've heard them called that before, but that's a nice name. Floating lanterns, paper lantern. I probably have heard of those two more than anything. Okay, so you're going to adhere this by adding some of the dimensionals again. So we're gonna flip this over, grab my dimensionals, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 5 on the back here. Maybe I'm wrong as your card opens good. Huh. I don't know. Because I was supposed to put this on last. You're right. And we have to put some of those other paper lanterns in there. We'll see. Hopefully, I've done it right. So I'll show you one thing I didn't do. Let's put the ledge on first. I might have done it wrong. Like I said, I'm having a hard time in this lighting here. I have the wrong light above my table. It directs the light upwards, not downward, and it's hard to see. It's a cute light. It fills up my area nicely, but not when you're actually doing detail work at the table. So it's really kind of dark in here. And all right, so let's go ahead and grab those other die cuts. And we're gonna need a large paper lantern, a double paper lantern, and a small paper lantern. I'll put those over here. And again, we're gonna use, I'm gonna run out of, you probably don't wanna use as many dimensionals as I did. But if you have extras, if you've been crafting or have leftovers from other previous, if you're a newbie, I would say hold on unless you already have extra ones. Or if you need more, let me know. I can tell you these are real inexpensive and we can get them for you. They are cash and carry, so if you're in person, I have them at my home. There's something I can carry in stock. All right, I'll put one in the back of here. So I just want it to be secure. All right, let's figure out how we have to put these on here. So it wants the bigger one right about here. Jennifer, did you already put this together? Did I do something? Because I know Jennifer usually gets it. So this is the paper lantern. Oh, I see what I did. I put it on upside down. I see what you're saying. It should have gone, well, how could it should have gone like that. I see what you're saying, my friend. Okay, I got it. Yep, I might be, ooh, I got some time. I'm surprised because that tear and tape is really strong. I am so surprised I can lift this up without any problem whatsoever. Thank you, Jennifer. So you need to look at which side to put this on. Your paper lanterns will need to be floating from the bottom up, but you want to make sure you have the correct side up. Now I gotta stand up. Sorry, Oakley, I'm gonna have to bug you again. Thanks, Jennifer. Let's line that up. I don't have it lined up as well. I'm gonna do it on the white. It's hard to see on that. Boy, I got lucky because usually this sticks really hard because it's such a strong adhesive. But because I hadn't really pressed it down like I'm doing now. There we go. Thank you, Jennifer. Now I got you. I appreciate your help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But no, that's the way the card opens. I just had it flipped upside down. All right. So they're floating up to the sky. Makes total sense. All right. So now this big one will kind of go over here. Then we're going to take the two little ones right here and peel off those little backings. This is kind of clever. I think and it has a pretty silver metallic look to it. And this one's going to go right about there. And then we have our one little one. And the one little one is going to be just one of the last ones floating off in the distance right here. Yay. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you something that I did not do. It said you could have taken that tree and put it down here so like they're going over. I don't know if that would have been confusing or not, so maybe the next one I'll try. I don't know. I kind of like it without the tree there because you're looking out the window. It's up to you if you want to add that tree. It would look like that down there. So it's up to you if you want to do that or not. The other two stamps that come with it are the smaller firework and the little other like smaller asterisks and dots, which make fireworks. And then also we have an add-on. Let me go grab it. It's right over on my desk. Ouch. They quarterly offer these add-on die cuts, and these are called Wonderful Scenes. You can only get these if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And so the wood one went with, we had April, then this goes with May with the fireworks, and here's the word wonderful, you can put that on there. And then these flowers and these butterflies will tie in with probably June. All we know is there's something to do with bikes, so. Oh, well good, I'm glad you pointed that out, Jennifer. Yeah. Thank you. I did not know. So this is called Wonderful Scenes, and you can purchase this in addition. And I just take my little scraps of leftover magnet sheets, and then I label it, and I keep it in here. And I probably will keep these in the same kind of box now in between my paper pumpkins, but maybe not. I haven't decided. So, all right. The one last thing, though, they did not show us anywhere where to put some of the sparkles. They're letting you decide where to do the sparkles. The only place I see them is, let me show you. On this card, they're showing right here in the centers of these silver ones. Let me grab my take your pick tool. These are like our druzy, but you can do whatever you want because these are your cards and their art. So that's how they have you putting those on there. So you'll end up having 3 left over. So really pretty. Okay, so let's pull in everything we have here, what I made today. This is an add-on. You can only get it if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So what's really cool is, see, these are double-sided, and what I was talking about earlier, people cut these in half and then attach this to another card base, and then they get twice as much. So I have not done that. So there's the one we just did, wishing you happiness. Time to celebrate. And our very first one, where's the invited one? Should be right here. The one I'm going to give to Marissa. You're invited. So there we go. Those are our 3 paper pumpkin cards. You get to make a total of 9 of them, and they're really nice and seasonal. So that was kind of fun. So I'm going to put those aside right now. If you're interested in signing up for Paper Pumpkin, it has been what got me into Stampin' Up! Because it was a quick and easy stamping, and you had a result right away, and they were fun. It's fun to do. It takes about an hour to do all of them, if you're not talking like me. So anyhow, you have to order by the 10th of the month. You cannot get this one now, except if you contact me. So for $30, I can send you, shipping included, I can mail you the whole box. It'll be shrink wrapped and ready to go. I have 4 of them left. So if you want one, I can send that to you. You just have to contact me, and I'll mail it directly to you. And it's free of charge shipping for you. Cost is $30. You can Venmo me, PayPal me. Those are usually the best. You can send me a check if you prefer. Some people prefer check, or if you're nearby me, you can give me cash. So anyhow, either or, there are cash and carry items that we can have. So I have 4 of those, because what happens is there's a window you get from the 10th to the 10th. Then the 11th, a new one comes out, and all we got was a sneak peek of a bicycle. So, all right, let me show you some things I've had in a pile that I've totally forgot about. And these have been sitting, because I've been crafting out here on my dining room table. These were on a pile on my desk in the office, and I used to show all the pretty cards that I got. So here's a card that I got from my friend Joanne, and she said, encloses her payment for Stamp for Fun class. Excited to see what we do. Please let me know if there's a price increase, and there has not been a price increase. So that was a cute card she sent me. Then, believe it or not, I got these from Michigan. They were sent to my Michigan home, but they were delivered by my husband to me. My girlfriend, I think she forgot that she sent me 2, bless her heart. Bobby is my friend, one of the first people I met in college, my freshman year. Walked in, she was my sweet mate. So she sent me, she's a card maker. She's kind of one that has gotten into it. She sent me 2 cards, because I think she was afraid she might not have sent me a card. And you can see she does a lot of embossing folders and lots of fun words and die cuts. Thank you, Bobby. I just got it maybe a couple weeks ago. This is a beautiful birthday card I got from my friend Renee. Renee, if you're on here, thank you so much. I have had it. It's been sitting in the office. Now, Renee is a lady that I met through my friend Judy, and Renee lives in Nebraska, and we become good friends now. And her son actually lives in the Detroit area, and her daughter-in-law works at Beaumont Hospital, like on a rotation type thing. And so she created this beautiful card for me and sent it to me. And she said she hopes to see me when she comes to the Detroit area and sees her kids. And so this is a beautiful card. And Renee had told me she sent my birthday card, but I just got it from Joe a couple of weeks ago, but they were on the pile. Here's a beautiful card. It says hello. It's from Susie. Susie's part of my Stampin' Gems team. And she has been, her goal, she told me, how sweet. She wanted to send me 1 card a month. Isn't that great? And she did. She wrote me nice little letters, and she also sent in her check for something. Okay, we see who this is from. I got another card from my friend Joanne. And Joanne said she sent money for Stamp for Fun. She was, I helped her place an order. She wanted to get that cutest crew, and it kept going out of stock and out of stock. She finally got it, and she was able to get it as a gift for Mother's Day, and she wanted to thank me for that. And then finally, one more last card, and it's from another friend. This is my friend from believe it or not, first grade. Her name is Brooke. She lives in Lexington, South Carolina. She took that cool drink and cheers. And, oh, I love it. Remember we were talking about Blackberry Bliss yesterday. Here's that ribbon that would be Blackberry Bliss, Jennifer. I forgot about that ribbon. I don't even know if I have any of that at home anymore. I might have used it up. But this is from Brooke. She wanted to wish me happy birthday month. This was back in April. I love the lemon she put in there and all the fun stuff that she did. So, Brooke, thank you so much. I did get it. I got it in time. I got it April 14th. So they just didn't get to me. I think she mailed this one to here. Yeah, she mailed it to Florida. But I had them on the pile to showcase all the wonderful cards I got here, but they were in the other room, and I kept forgetting. So my apologies. I love to share all the cards that I send out. If you ever want to send me a card, I'd love it. Just have to reach out to me for a private message, and I'll give you my address. Let's kind of flip this around here. So here you can see my pile there, and let me flip it. There we go. Hello. So I hope you enjoyed those paper pumpkin cards today. I had a good time. I have a little bit of a mess to clean up again, but it's fun. It's a fun mess, quick and easy. Everything will go back into here. I save my boxes. They make good for delivery packaging things. You could break it down. The other thing people do is they deconstruct it and they use it as a brown box to mail things. That's another tip. And I take usually we sell one of my favorite things. I just got some more of them, clear envelopes. And what I usually do is I take all the extra pieces that I didn't use and I put them in here, and that will go inside that plastic sleeve, which I'm looking all over for where I put my plastic sleeve. Where'd it go? It's here somewhere. I don't see it right now. But anyways, everything will go inside that plastic sleeve that's left over, so that if I want to make another card in the future, and a lot of times, like I found that I've been using the paper pumpkin. Like I love a couple of the sympathy sentiments, and I've been using the Happy Mother's Day sentiments, the Father's Day sentiments. So they really have some good sentiments that I reach for more often than not. And here it is right in front of me. So everything will go in this plastic sleeve and in with the stamps, and everything will be stored now that thin. Great change. At first I wasn't going to like it, but I think I do like it now. So anyhow, I hope you have a great Memorial weekend. I will be back Monday. The clues are going to drop at noon today for our Monday. I have to make my card yet. I have the clues ready. Oh, look at that. Jennifer, this time I don't have, I have ink all over my arm today. But what's really nice is if you got baby wipes, it comes right up. I don't know what I leaned into, but I did lean into something. So just always have baby wipes around. Last week it was, I had what did I have on me? A little glittery gem. So I guess I dive right into crafting, don't I? So nice to see you too. Have a fabulous weekend. And I will be back Monday at noon, and on Wednesday with a weekly Wednesday free class that will be all about the Winnie the Pooh Silly Old Bear. Lots of fun. I will see you again, and have a great weekend. Bye now, everybody.